everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie and it's nice to have you guys here. Today is another fibro chat, but I think it's also one that will apply to a wider variety of people, so not just those of us dealing with fibromyalgia. And that's a kind of summer survival. I did one of these videos last summer, but I thought I would do another one. There's a few new products that I'm using to help me get through the summer and a few lessons learned last summer that I'm carrying into this summer and that sort of thing. So I've been hearing a lot in the comments of some of my vlogs from people wondering how I'm doing, asking how I'm holding up in the heat. Arizona is not the best state to live in when you're sensitive to heat. Sometimes I wish you guys could experience through the vlogs what the heat actually feels like. It's unrelenting and it's oppressive and it's just, yeah, it's not fun at all. And I can't wait to move. But I still have to get through this summer and I'm probably going to be here for at least half of next summer before I get a new job and move after I graduate. So I'm always on the lookout for things that can help with the heat. So I've got a little list of things and I'm just gonna get right into it and try not to let this video drag out for a million hours. So the first thing on the list are cooling sprays. So I've got a couple of my favorites. My absolute favorite is the Caudalie Eau de Beauté, the Beauty Elixir Spray. This stuff is fantastic. I could use some right now. They recently redid the bottle and so the spray pump on this is now even better. It's an even spray with every press and it's a wide dispersal and it's really fine. So one spray from about 12-14 inches away will get your whole face and it'll cover you evenly. So I really love that about this. This is a little bit more expensive, so it's $18 at Sephora for a bottle this size. I think it's $49 for a 4-ounce bottle or 3-ounce for a 3-ounce bottle. This is a 1 ounce. So it does work out to be a lower cost per ounce with the bigger bottle, but I like to stash these places. So I've got one at my desk, I've got one in my handbag at all times. So I've just gone the smaller bottle route. And then I also have a few bottles of the Evian spray, and I love this for just all over. This is just water. The Beauty Elixir has other stuff in it. It's got some oils and natural fragrances, so this smells really good and is very refreshing as well as cooling. This is more just cooling. I really wasn't sure about this before I bought it because it literally is just water, but you can get smaller packs. I have 3 smaller bottles of this that I have stashed in different places, and this one I just keep by my bed, so if I'm just getting hot in the evening when I'm watching something on my laptop, I can spray myself with this. This, in terms of cost per ounce, is a lot cheaper than the Caudalie. There are also great DIYs that you can do. Rose water is really cooling and refreshing, and you can also mix different things, and with that I have a bottle of, I think it's mostly rose water, but I put in a few squeezes of like aloe, and so that's really nice. And then at night I have a bottle that's that mixture plus some drops of lavender. So you can kind of have fun with the cooling sprays and make one that's like just right for you, but I'm definitely a huge fan of cooling sprays in general and of these two in particular. I do like the DIY route, I'm just sometimes too lazy, so these are really easy. The second thing that I really like is cooling masks. So I found this at Target. It's $8. It's got these, it's by Earth Therapeutics. So you can probably find it other places than Target, but I found it in the natural beauty aisle at Target. It's got these little cooling beads that are like suspended in a gel, and so they kind of float around in the mask, and then it's got this soft side. So this is the side that goes against your face, and then it's very cooling. So I keep this in the fridge at all times. I want to go buy a second one so that there's always one in the fridge cooled even while I'm using one. But these are great for nights when I'm getting a headache especially if it's from the heat. If I'm having any problems with my sinuses. Summer in Arizona means monsoon season. It's officially started. I think it has officially started, but we've had our first couple really big storms this week. So with the storms and the changing of the weather pressures bring massive sinus headaches for me. So this has been such a huge help. You can wear it over your eyes. It's meant as an eye mask, which is great if you're having sinus headache problems, but you can also wear it up on your forehead if that's where your headache is. So really great, love this. You can cool it in the fridge for a couple hours and then it's ready to use, or you can pop it in the freezer for like 5 to 10 minutes and get it cooled back down. So really liking this. Best $8 I've spent, and definitely worth spending another $8 to get a second one. Also on the kind of cool pack ice pack front is, I'm not gonna get it out, but I have an ice pack in my freezer that is literally this big. Like it'll cover my whole like upper back or lower back, whatever I'm struggling with, or I can place it on my chest, on my shoulder, my stomach, anywhere that I'm just feeling really hot and uncomfortable. It covers a large amount of space, so it cools me down faster than smaller ice packs do. I also have a smaller ice pack that I can place just at the back of my neck, base of my skull, if I'm getting tension headaches back there. The heat tends to give me tension headaches. I don't know why, but it happens, and they're not fun. So ice packs of a variety of sizes definitely help with that. Other things that I do, other tools I have, sunglasses. The sun here is killer. It's so bright. Even with my blinds partially closed, my apartment is still filled with light. And when you step outside, it's just blinding. So I'm always looking for new sunglasses. This is my most recent pair. I love these because they're huge, as you can tell. They're really big. So they cover everything. They come up above my eyebrows, which I always love, which makes it really hard for the sun to get in through the top, but I can still see because the arm here is up higher, I can still see out the side. So when I'm driving, I have other sunglasses where the arm is like right in my peripheral vision, and that's not always the safest thing. They've got the ombre effect, so they're lighter at the bottom, so when I'm looking down at like my phone or something, that's not completely blacked out by the lenses. So really loving these sunglasses. These were $15 at Target. These are non-prescription, so I can only wear them when I'm wearing my contacts, but I tend to do that when I know I'm going to be out driving a lot. I also am a big advocate of cooling treats, so iced tea, iced lattes. I tend to do like an iced coffee, iced latte in the morning with breakfast, then I'll switch to an iced tea. I do herbal teas, so like the passion tea at Starbucks, in the afternoon, early evening when I'm going down to campus to teach, and then I usually have a cocktail of some kind when I get home. Really light on the alcohol because I don't drink as much alcohol these days as I used to. So it's like barely even a shot of gin, but with some juice, with like an elderflower pressé and some ice cubes, it's great. And obviously you can do that without the gin, but I think finding cocktails or mocktails that are cooling and refreshing that won't aggravate your fibro, obviously. And that's another reason why I don't drink a ton of alcohol anymore, because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make me feel as good. I think the fibro does have some kind of interaction with that. But cool drinks, obviously ice water is really important, and I do drink a lot of ice water, but if you're someone who doesn't like water, then iced herbal teas or infused water. So put some berries or some cucumbers or lime or mint. There's all kinds of different concoctions you can do, and all kinds of really great infuser bottles that you can use to help with that. And I really recommend that. Those can be very delicious and very refreshing. Just some general things that are probably fairly I don't know, some of these are probably pretty common sense, but you never know, right? So I wanted to include them. Cool showers or baths if you have a decent bathtub. I don't, so I have to take showers. And so as a result, because as most of us with fibro know, showers can be incredibly exhausting. So I now have a shower stool. I don't have enough room in my shower for the nicer, larger shower chairs, with, you know, the armrest in the back. I wish that'd be so nice. But I do have a shower stool, so it's easy for me to kind of just stay in the shower, stay and sit under the cool water and not feel like I've got to get in and get out because I'm getting tired. So I highly recommend investigating shower chairs, shower stools, whatever you need and whatever will fit. I personally wish I could take a bath. I think baths would be much more relaxing and less exhausting, but I just don't have. My bathtub is really tiny. It's a tiny generic apartment size one, so it's not very comfortable and not very relaxing. But yeah, cool showers, cool baths, that sort of thing can really help. Fans, you know, I have an air conditioner and I do run it, and I think one thing that I've done this summer is given myself permission to run my AC pretty low. I mean, I wish I could run it lower. If I could afford it, I'd have it going at 69, 68, 69 all summer long. I cannot afford that. I'm currently running it at about 74, and I don't change it. I don't, because I'm home most of the day, I don't move it up to a higher temperature throughout the day and then turn it down at night. I tend to keep it at 74 all day long, but as a result, my electric bill for this past month that I still need to pay is $185. So obviously you have to kind of do what you can afford, but for me that's money well spent, because I really am not happy if it's much higher than 74. It's really difficult. But I also take advantage of fans, so you can't see it in the shot, but there is a ceiling fan in here that is constantly running the fan. There's a ceiling fan in my bedroom. I also have 3 floor fans. So I have one just behind me, kind of out the side of the frame of the camera. I have a small one under my desk, so that can kind of be blowing on my feet and my legs while I'm working. And then I have a floor fan in my bedroom that runs all the time when I'm home. I turn the floor fans off when I leave, but when I'm home they're running most of the time, and that just helps keep the air moving and flowing and making sure that the air conditioning is moving and flowing so that there aren't any like hot spots, and that makes a difference. And the 2 floor fans are actually pretty nice. I've lost the remote for the older one, but the newer one I got at Costco, and it came with the mini one that is under my desk. The one that's under my desk is also small enough that I could put it on top of my desk if I needed to. And the bigger one, it has a remote, it's got different settings, so I can have it on high for part of the night, and then I can use the remote and turn it down or turn it off from bed if I need to. So that's really nice. And then the last thing that I'm going to mention was kind of a lesson I learned from last summer, and I thought I'd include it here because it does feel kind of counterintuitive, and that's exercise. Obviously you have to do what you are physically able to do and don't push yourself, because we all know that when we push ourselves to do more than our bodies are capable of, we pay for it tremendously the next day or so afterwards. But I realized last summer that the physical therapy I was doing and going to campus and teaching summer classes, as exhausting as they were, that little bit of activity, and I'm noticing it this summer as well, that little bit of activity gives me just enough of an energy boost and is that good kind of exercise and activity that helps me get through the rest of the day just a little bit better. So even though it's exhausting and even though it makes me sweat and feels like it's making summer worse, it actually is worth it. And I think even if you don't have enough energy to do anything in the more moderate to intensive range, that's fine. I think doing yoga, some simple stretches, light resistance band training, or some light hand weights that you can get at Target or on Amazon, you know, in your home, in the air conditioning or in front of the fan, whatever, just little things that help increase your strength and also help get your blood flowing through your body is always good. In terms of clothing, my one clothing advice, I honestly have been wearing workout clothes almost this entire summer. It's what I teach in, it's what I run my errands in, unless I'm going somewhere where a t-shirt and yoga pants really isn't appropriate. that's pretty much what I'm living in. So when you are living somewhere like Arizona that is as hot as it is here, you really do have to dress for the heat, and workout clothes are meant to be sweat in, so I'm always far more comfortable in athletic wear. So those are just some of my kind of really basic, quick and easy summer survival tips. I would love to know if you guys have any additional tips, if there's anything that you are doing to help you get through summer wherever you are living. I know some of you also live in places where the temperatures get pretty high. Some of you also live places that maybe don't get as hot but get way more humid, although our humidity levels have been going up with the monsoon season, so that hasn't been too much fun. But I know I'm not the only one struggling with summer heat, so if you guys have any tips, I'd love to hear them. It'd be great if the comment section down below could become a general summer survival comment section, or just say hi, because I love talking to you guys in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you have any ideas for future Fibro chats that you would like me to do, please put those in the comments down below. I've got a couple ideas, but I always love getting ideas for Fibro chats from you and any Fibro specific related topics that you would like to talk about. And so yeah, so I will talk to you all soon and see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.